Michael Heaney reminds us of the major issues of that tragic conflict.
All wars are dreadful, but civil wars are unspeakable, and so it was in Ireland in 1922 and 23. So bitter and divisive was the Irish Civil War that the country has never since seemed fully able to come to terms with it. It's governed our politics, but seems to have escaped the cool, calm appraisal it's required. It was a war over a compromise. The compromise was in the Anglo-Irish Treaty. When Collins and Griffith signed the treaty, they were seen to have compromised their Irish Republican goals. That was as difficult for Republicans in 1922 as it may prove to be in 1998. What they had won was a free state within the Commonwealth. It was acceptable to most people. Certainly it was popular. But it was not what Pearse had died for 6 years earlier. It was not the Republic so passionately fought for in the War of Independence by a united IRA. It was, in some respects, a war over an oath. The pledge of loyalty to the Crown was not something that Republican activists could easily swallow, not after the sacrifices they and their colleagues had undergone. Strangely, the border was not an issue for these men. Few of them, or their leaders, ever guessed that the Boundary Commission would leave the border virtually permanent. What they could see was that the choice of a free state within the Commonwealth was for them virtually no choice at all. So it became war. The drift to war began with the bombardment of the forecourts by the Free State government in June 1922. It had been occupied by the anti-treaty forces, who were defiant. The devastation in Dublin would spread south and west over the following year as brother turned against brother. It would end in the hills and valleys of the southwest as the Free State Army mopped up the anti-treaty forces, but only after chilling atrocities such as those seen at Ballyseedy.